first match of the day. Lighter vs Rex.
This is going to be such fun.
On the top, primary is the man that means lighter, and at the bottom of course is the Rex. And Rex actually managed to go first in this game. This we know that he's playing Gear, so if he can open a Gear monster as well as the ties out of Breathen, it's gonna be pretty devastating for his opponent. Summon the Arsenal, special summon the Anchor from the deck to his field. Okay, seems like he doesn't open the ties of Breathen, so only the Anchor. Not the strongest opening, but we'll have to see. Lighter in this case, his starting deck is Alien, so I would say that this matchup is actually decent for the Gear player, because as long as they can pull off the massive destruction effects, there's no coming back for the aliens, most likely.
Well now, I summon a monster in attack position.
Here's the Gear attacker, so now he can flip up the Anchor, the submarine. Attacker is the Jade or airplane, most likely a Jade. Now flips up the Anchor, so now the Anchor effect will trigger. Let's see if there's any response from his opponent. Again, both the attacker's effect and Anchor effect are non-target. You choose the card you want to destroy during the when the effect is resolving. You don't choose the target on activation. So that's actually pretty decent. In this case, no response. Alien Telepath will get destroyed by Anchor. And let's see if he wants to go aggressive here. You can still apparently he's not going aggressive. Instead, he's gonna use both of the effects to flip both as Gear gets face down or not. No, only the attacker. Their attack went through.
I don't think so. I activate a face
During the end phase, recombination device will trigger. So was that a bad decision to not use the effect to flip the Anchor back to face down again?
I activate a quick play spell.
In main phase, Lighter will be able to remove the recombination device from graveyard to search for any aliens from his deck, and that basically means he's gonna get either the Telepath or Overlord.
Come to me. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's
Telepath.
effect activates.
Remove one counter from Anchor. That will destroy one of the back rows.
Just as I expected.
It's a pulse mice.
Over my face down card.
So what's good about this card is that once this card gets resolved, in the rest of the turn, any monster gets summoned or special summoned will get turned into face of defense position. So basically, right now, if you use a power rebirth,
I activate a face down card.
on the Alien Warrior, it's just gonna get changed to defense position. Tribute take the Gear Archer. Interesting play. This will allow him to attack into a set attacker. Attacker's defense value is very low, it's only 100.
My monster attacks you. My turn.
And the attack went through.
My move. Might draw.
Now we are seeing a very significant
My monster's effect activates.
resources difference. No, actually not at all. It's 3 versus 3, 3 cards versus 3 cards. And by using the effect of Anchor, he will be able to remove all the counters that was put onto his monster with the recombination device. So that's actually pretty good for Rex in this case. And here's another Archer. Again, the effect only says up to number of other Gear monsters you currently control, so it doesn't have to be different name. So once this Archer gets flipped up, he will be able to destroy at least one monster, because there's another Archer here. Doesn't have to be a different name, as long as it's another Gear or other Gears.
A quick play spell.
Using the Wall of Disruption just to mitigate the damage here.
How can I be falling
And
behind?
there's another combination device. This game is not over yet. We don't know what is the face down card, but with the recombination device, he will be able to search for yet another alien.
Activate a quick play spell.
Yeah, such a strong card. It's basically a +1 card because it's essentially a battle trap, and you get to search the telepath. It's not only just a +1, it can potentially be a +2. If you think about it, if you use it to search for a telepath, and the telepath gets you one destruction onto your opponent's back row, that's essentially a +2 from a single card. Pretty annoying card to deal with.
Show yourself. I summon a monster in attack position. My monsters are
Okay, search for yet another telepath. Now, this back row will get removed,
You did exactly
and it's another pros mines.
I
So,
flip over my face down card.
Will there be
My trap activates.
any further aggression?
face down.
If not, then this is gonna get pretty ugly,
Until you realize that none of yours I draw.
because Rex will be able to flip up this one. We'll be able to flip up this one, the face down Archer, and the Archer will trigger and destroy one monsters on the board unless there is a brainwashing beam. So in this case, if he flips up the Archer and his opponent use the brainwashing beam,
I activate a face down card.
interestingly, his opponent just straight up used the brainwashing beam in the draw phase. So now no other
From my hand.
Gear
I am.
in this case, and that actually allows him to use the early brainwashing beam. Actually allows him to use the
Summon a monster.
ties of a Brathen.
I end my turn.
Even though that was sums of this turn, but this is actually a pretty strong board because no more counters onto the monsters unless he has the third recombination device. Yes, plus my. The thing about plasma is that it also affects the monster that gets special summoned or summoned afterwards. So that is seriously some powerful disruption there.
Time for battle.
Basically, once the post might resolves, anything you special summoned or summoned afterwards will get changed to defense position.
I end my turn.
Everything is still proceed.
Or Anchor gets destroyed. But again, attack is here. Attack is here means at least one back row will get destroyed.
Monster's effect activates.
Using their attack effect, then fleets up
My monster's
right away.
effect activates.
At this moment he needs to decide if he wants to use any card right here right now. Otherwise, once the effect is being resolved, he will not be able to chain any card. And that is the World Disruption. A second one.
I set a card. Let's battle.
And getting rid of the World Disruption is pretty clutch. Now his opponent's board is actually wide open because
Your time's run out.
it's not likely this is another
Attack you directly with
Here's
my
my
monster.
face down card.
defensive card.
My continuous trap activates.
Alright. Does he put Alien Warrior in attack position or attack position in this case? Where he attacks into it?
Here I go.
The answer is yes.
Attack with a
I don't
monster.
think so. My
So no
monster's
counters
attack
because
activates.
both monsters get destroyed.
How can I be falling behind? My
And Geargas still has one
draw.
back row left and the 1900 beater, whereas the alien is in a top deck situation. And any moment he top deck a monster, he can easily use the attacker to remove the back row,
Time to battle.
or he can straight up go into a battle phase.
Run out.
This has to be another powerful reverse, but it's not, and that'll be game 1. Again, this is actually not a good matchup for aliens,
Far and
because
burn.
the problem with Geargia is that they can just use the effect to change the monster face on, and immediately removes the counter from the monster. And their non-target destruction, very hard for not only aliens, but any other decks to deal with. Game 1 goes to Rex. Let's see if Lighter switch the deck. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to stick to the alien deck because it's just not too good of a matchup. But it seems like he's not switching deck.
Do you
He's
realize
still
the
using the alien.
magnitude of the-
But at least he get to go first this
It's
time.
my turn. You'll enjoy this. I summon a monster in attack position. I set a
Yeah, he's
card
still
face
using the
down.
alien,
I set a
the alien deck. I'm not sure if this is
I
the
set a card face down. My turn is over.
Draw. Let
this
the
is the
fun
best idea here.
begin. I
His
summon a
second deck,
monster
what
in
is his
attack
second? His
position.
second deck is Magnate. No, his second deck is Magnate.
I activate
And
the
here's the
spell.
Ties of Breathen. This is gonna get ugly. So apparently, Rex plays 3 copies of Ties of the Breathen.
Let the fun begin.
And since he went second,
I
he has
special
more
summon
chance to get the
monster.
card.
My monster's effect activates.
Using the attacker effect and also the enter effect to flip both monsters to face down.
I set a card face down.
Basically, the reason he deal with is because he has the trap card, the spell of absorbing
I will
life.
prolong your
That card can trigger the effect of the Geargas monsters.
draw. You'll enjoy this. I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, Alien Warrior lands on the board. Is there any response?
Time for battle.
Go straight into a battle phase. This is not looking good because one single
I never show mercy.
the spell of
Attack with my
absorbing
monster.
life will destroy his entire board. 2 monsters will get destroyed and 2 back rows will get destroyed.
Simple
Here it is, the spell of absorbing
I
life.
activate a face down card. My trap activates.
Again, this format, no side deck in this format, so this is a main deck option, and that would flip up double gear, the attacker and Anchor. Both will trigger their effects.
I activate a face
Here's a Forbidden Chalice. He can decide at least one
play spell.
of his monsters to get negated. Again, this is a main deck choice. In this case, is the Archer, but that means he will lose both of the remaining back rows. Both of the remaining back rows will get destroyed if this is yeah, the chanting is resolving. Now a second Forbidden Chalice, so he managed to negate both the gear attacker and the entry effect. That is actually pretty crucial here. So no further destruction, but again one last back row. What is happening here?
Can't handle. I never show mercy. I attack with my monster.
So basically, because he actually targeted the Arsenal as the attack target, so any entire pass will get destroyed by battle. That I can understand. I thought he was gonna swing in with Alien Warrior into Arsenal instead of the other way around. I'm not sure about overseas point, but apparently that was not something he wanted to achieve, right? But even with the chalice, it's only 2,000, so it's still not enough to take down the Gear Arsenal, assuming there's a Sovereign Life there, because Arsenal two other Gears on the board, so Arsenal is 2,100.
My continuous trap activates.
Alright, so in this case he's gonna revive the Hair Pass,
My monster
trying to take down the attacker.
I anticipated that, of course. I activate a face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
And he's an enemy controller, so the attack gets interrupted. So still two monsters on the board, and that means
Well now.
notice that there's no recombination for him. Double Arsenal.
Let's battle.
This is not lethal, but how to deal with this board?
I attack
You
with a
basically
monster.
need to tap deck.
Nothing I can't handle. I don't think so. My
You basically
monster
you basically have to
Here
tap
I
deck
go.
something like an Overlord, right? You have to tap deck an Overlord, otherwise the game is over.
My
And he has,
monster
and
How can I be falling?
not to mention there's still one back row
Your
here.
mind is a
Okay, one back row is simple enough because attacker can easily deal with that.
My monster's
Is
effect
this it? I mean,
activates.
even with a second powerful rebirth, it's still not enough for him to survive, and that is worth the easy pleasy, just no chance.
Sight. My monster attacks your life points directly.
That'll be it. Rex takes down Lighter 2-0 and will advance to losers round
I
10.
can tell that you have a great love for your
So
cards.
Lighter is now out of the tournament. This is the power of Gear Gear. Like we saw that Rex managed to resolve two ties of the breath, and afterwards he just complete two control of both games. Ties of the breath. Too much for the aliens to handle, apparently. Alright, it's time for a second match in the losers round 9. And it's gonna be, let me check out the bracket real fast. It's M&M Double V versus the Turning Tide, right? Yeah. So let's update the overlay version, update the player name. So let's see what the players playing. MMNWV is playing a mill deck with Destiny Draw, and his second deck is his star deck utilizing Ojama Go. Whereas Turning Tide, he's bringing his starting deck is he running Destiny Hero? Let's see. I think he's running Destiny Hero, right? He's running Destiny Hero with Destiny Coding, and his second deck is the Balance Gear. Let's see if the Cancer deck can prevail here. Here we're waiting for Turning the Tide to join the table. And after the losers round 9, we're gonna cast 2 matches from the winners semi-finals. Yeah, I never thought people would still up to play Star decks in the current meta, because right now decks like Sylvans and also Gear are also pretty good against Stow decks. So I'm not sure how good Stow decks are right now, but definitely not as good as they did before. Alright, I think both players are ready now. It's losers round 9, second match between Turning Tide and MMNWV. On the top is Turning Tide. He's running Destiny Hero Masked Change version with Destiny Code. On the bottom is the Store Expert MMNWV. He's using Destiny Draw, Yamiyugi, and all those kind of cards that can mill your opponent to death. Alright, let's do this. It's running a 20 card milling deck. Yesterday we saw the MMNWV take down the ZRS. ZRS was running a restore version Master Deal.
Here comes Destiny Hero Drill Dark.
Yeah, of course. But this time he's against the Destiny Calling Byron. So let's see if that can work out for him. So here we got Drill Dark here. This card is actually pretty crucial in this matchup because this card can deal piercing damage. That means that if this set monster is a Wind Cleavo, before the Wind Cleavo gets sent to the graveyard and trigger the effect, the Drill Dark can actually deal quite some damage in the damage calculation.
Destiny Draw.
Destiny Draw, discarding the Slashu. Is he gonna commit more?
Time to battle. Go, Drill Dark.
The answer is not. Again, attacking with the Drill Dark. Hey, and thank you for 1000 bits. Thanks a lot. And it is a Wind Cleavo, and that is actually pretty high damage there. It's a 1400 damage piercing, and basically the Wind Cleavo is completely wasted because after the effect gets triggered, no follow-up damage was was on board. So that was a pretty good trade for a Destiny Duel player.
My turn is done.
You'll see why I'm a pro. It's my turn. I draw.
And this is not looking good because, I mean, we know the tech choices for MMNW. He runs the full of summon Kleebo, so he actually has a panic button against the Anki OTK. But now he doesn't even have a monster, and he just wasted a Wind Kleebo. Basically, this Wind Kleebo didn't do anything at all, except for having the 200 defense value to mitigate the damage for a bit, and 1600 to face. That's 1000 life point left for MMNW. There's 5 cards in hand. No, it's not going ham. It's not going ham. During the end phase, he's gonna flip up the full of summon Kleebo, gets himself Wind Kleebo. I'm not sure how good that is because at this point Jordak is just dominating the board. Okay, finally he will use the Destiny Duel here. Destiny Duel will allow him to choose any one of the cards in his deck, add to his hand instead of the normal draw. I mean, in this case, what do you get here? What do you get here?
I still believe in my cards. I draw.
Yeah, there was a delay. Seems like there was a delay, so there could be normal Kleebos in his opponent's hand.
My turn.
Your strategy
That's
is
yet another monster. I mean,
I said
the Drill Duck is
patience
just
not good. It's my turn. I draw.
completely destroying this matchup right now. The Drill Duck doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a fuck about Wind Kleebo. Alright, got a Wind Kleebo. I just pierce through your wind.
From my
So
hand,
I really don't think this one is a Kleebo at all.
quick play spell.
Hey Tema, what's up, man? Yeah, it's from Destiny Duel, you know, I
Drill Dark. Drill Dark.
double Drill Dark, but again, if that's a Wind Kleebo. And also guys, if you want to see the top 8 deck breakdown, you can type here. There's a decider, he's going
Time to battle.
it's going for him. I mean, it's probably better just to use Mask Chain here. It's probably better just to use Mask Chain here, right?
Pierce 'em.
Unless he doesn't have it. There's 1-1.
I cannot afford to lose. Now, my monster's effect.
So he needs two normal Kleebo to survive. 2 normal Kleebo.
I attack you directly.
Karibo explodes at the slightest touch.
Okay, there's 1 normal Kleebo. He needs a second one. Otherwise this game is over.
Mate.
Does he have it?
I attack
I mean, even if he has the double normal Kleebo, he will be only holding 2 cards next turn, so what can he possibly do to
my turn.
I refuse to lose.
survive this?
My turn.
I don't think so, there's no way, right? The Drill Duck is just too good of a combo because this set monster, the only card left in his hand was a...
I draw.
This set monster is a Wind Kleebo.
Let's battle.
This is a Wind Kleebo, so basically this is not gonna save him. Solely because the piercing damage dealt by Drill Duck. Right upon your ass. And there's a third normal Kleebo, but now he's in the top deck situation.
My monster's effect activates.
This is over. I don't see a way for him to come back here. Maybe World Disruption, but his opponent can totally play around it.
Congratulations.
And that is a scoop. That is game 1. Goes to Turning Tide. very neat win for him. The drill dog he summoned in the first turn was able to deal like the first drill dog he summoned in his very version at least deals like 4,800 damage at least. Yeah, I believe he played 3-3-3, right? 3 flutes, 3 wind Kuibos and 3 normal Kuibos. I believe that's the ratio. I don't know the exact ratio, but I think that's the ratio for him. So now Turning Tide has to stick to the Destiny Hero deck, whereas the Enemy Double B can switch deck. His second deck is Ojama Ghost Doll deck. The second deck is Ojama Ghost Doll deck. It's probably better against the Destiny Hero, Destiny Co version compared to the Destiny Dromio deck, because basically in that matchup, as long as they have a Drill Dog, your Wind Kuibo is basically useless. Alright boys, second game in the loser's round.
Master,
Now in match 2.
you're like Laster.
On top is the same guy,
Time to
Turning
chase
Tide,
him down.
with the Destiny Code in Destiny Hero, and at the bottom is the MMM with his secondary deck, which is Ojama Ghost Doll deck. And he's also running 20 cards. I thought most stall players would play more than 20 cards, but apparently he's still running 20 cards in his stall deck.
I activate my spell card. Destiny Draw.
Destiny Drill. In this case, he discarded the Drill Yard. Probably not the best monster you want to discard, but that's probably his only monster here. But again, you can recycle it with your Decider, so that's actually pretty decent. 3 back rows. So what could be a back row? Wall of Disruption, Massive Morph, all those kind of tilting shit. We'll see. Like the win condition for Jama players, of course, stall until your opponent decks out. Here's a Cosmic Cyclone. Another win condition is of course the Lava Golem burn damage. That's another win condition. Mostly you want to stall until your opponent decks out.
I present to you Destiny Hero.
And there's the Decider. Is he gonna use the Decider effect? And don't forget, Decider has the second effect. If Decider is in the graveyard, and you receive burn damage, Decider will come back to your hand. While this card in your graveyard, return this card to your hand. And this is actually a mandatory effect. This is not an optional effect. The second effect during your player's turn, when card effects activate that would inflict damage to you. Put this card into your graveyard, return this card to your hand. This is a mandatory effect, interesting. And that actually allows him to push for 1600 damage just by removing the Flaggy Trap Hole. So that's another good trade for the Destiny Hero player, I would say. Again, you need to receive at least 1800 damage to use the Ojama Ghost skill.
It's my turn. I draw.
No more back rows being added to the lineup here. Yeah, I think you need to have your life point reduced by 1800 to be able to use the skill,
Hero Drill
if I'm not mistaken.
Drill Dog. Show 'em.
Alright, there's the Drill Dog. Is he going full commit here? I mean, seems like that's it, right? Because he's probably holding a Mask Change in his hand, so he has no fear against cards like Massive Morph, right? or Wall of Disruption. Alright, so here's the second floodgate that he didn't use on the decider. Yeah, I do that very often as well. Just can remember the exact requirements for every skill. Anyways, so one back row left. But again, there are two cards in his hand. That could be a Sphere Cleaver. I want to look at one of the cards here. I want to see if you can use mask change on a face down monster. No, you can't. You cannot use mask change on a face down hero monster. But if you change your mask change to the Black Gate, or I mean, if you use max change and they chain Booker Moon or something to flip the hero monster to face down, your max change will still resolve. But you cannot use your max change on a face down monster. Like if you have a hero monster on the board and you use max change on it, your opponent chain the Paleozoic Canadia to flip the target to face down. In that case, the mask change will still resolve and you can still special summon the monster from your extra deck.
You pay. I end my turn. You've got a lot to learn about.
But if the hero monster is already face down, you cannot use mask change on the face down hero monster you control.
Time to battle.
Alright, so the drama token. This token cannot be used as the tribute. Same with the drama trial token. And here's the normal Cleaver. Instead of using any of the back rows, he uses the normal Cleaver. I mean, this is nothing we can do because he has no Golden Ladybug. It's actually a pretty crucial card in this matchup. In most matchup against this kind of beatdown deck, because the Destiny Code variant is more like a beatdown deck rather than the pure the restart version. The restart version is more like a combo deck. I believe the Turning Tide doesn't play the polymerization engine here. So now just no Vine, not even one poly is playing, I believe. So as long as there's no Golden Ladybug, he will not be able to like get himself out of the lethal damage line. The lethal damage line is still here. It needs to. I don't even know if he plays Golden Ladybug. I mean, most Soul player plays Golden Ladybug, right?
Now go. I special summon a monster.
Okay, there's a Lava Golden. Yeah, I believe Lava Golden has been staying in his hand for a good while.
To learn about Destiny, and I'm controlling yours. My turn.
Like basically, without a Golden Ladybug, you basically has no chance to trigger your skill twice. And the Decider is a mandatory fact, so it's once per duel and it's mandatory. So he will now receive the 1000 damage this turn.
I present to you Destiny Hero Decider. You never stood a chance against my tactics. Decider, attack and determine my opponent's fate.
Our Decider will attack and determine the opponent's fate, but in this case, here's a flu of summoning Kleebo. That's gonna bring out the wind Kleebo, and basically negates all the damage this turn. Oh, actually he's not special summoning a wind Kleebo. Instead, he searched for a normal Kleebo, another one. Does that mean he has a way to negate both of the attack from Valgorn as well as the Decider? There could be a Genin Shield, right? I'm expecting the Genin Shield here because there's no reason
From my hand,
not to use that. Oh right, there's a mass change. So this is not over yet. He's gonna try to attack with Anki first to play around a potential Genin Shield, I believe. Is there a Genin Shield? I think so, right? He has to be having the Genin Shield in one of the back rows. That's one of the back rows. And here's a Genin Shield as we expected, and it's even a prismatic one. So he was forced to use a Genin Shield here. He was gonna use it on the...
quick play spell.
Hey, I think that was a misplay, right? He could have changed the mass change to the Genin Shield, so his opponent will not be able to recover the life point. He should have changed the mass change to the Genin Shield totally, and that caused him to miss the lethal.
You really want to make me angry, huh? It's my turn. Serve me. I summon a monster in attack position. You're not ready for this. Battle! Go! Attack my...
Alright, but anyway, it's still he drew the least card he wanted to see at this point, and he just committed suicide, and that would be a 2-0 victory for Tanya Tai, even though he missed the lethal there. Grades to Turning Tide, and because he eliminated the stall players. Alright boys, so now we are gonna be casting the winners bracket matches, right? It's gonna be Snowman versus Monsoon and also Starman against KC Taipei. Again, if you want to check out the top 8 deck breakdown, you can type exclamation mark TCS top 8 and then you can see the top 8 deck breakdown. It's public now. Yeah, so here, let's update the overlay already. Is the winners Sermis, right? It has to be winners Sermi. Winners Sermi here between Monsoon and also the one and only Snowman. Let's check out what deck they're running here. Let's check out the deck breakdown real soon. So it seems like it. Now the top six has just been concluded, and both all the 6 players remaining in the tournament are all from the Duel Links Taiwan clan. Okay, this is the winner semi-final match 1. between Snowman and also Monsoon. Alright, the game is on. Without further ado, let's go straight right into the first game. And the Snowman starting deck is a Restart variant, Destiny Heroes. His secondary deck is a Restart Sylvan. Whereas the Monsoon has the Restart Sylvan as the starting deck, and his second deck is a Gear Gap balanced version. On the top, we have Monsoon and the Sylvan deck, and on the bottom is the Restart Destiny Hero deck, piloted by Snowman. Both players are from the Duel Taiwan clan, the strongest clan in the Taiwanese dueling community, without doubt. And look at these lifer sleeves and also this lifer mat. Pretty stunning, pretty stunning. Both players used Restart. Here's the Decider, now the best opening monster you want to get here. It basically wants to establish a dangerous, aka deadly guy in the very first turn. If you ever go first. So you want to have the Viron. But this happens. I believe in the Restart version you only play one Decider. Actually it depends if you play malicious, but most players play malicious in their Restart version. And there's the Martial Leaf. That's actually not the best opening for his opponent as well. Activate 2 cards and get the cold mushroom that will allow him to destroy one of the back rows. Like, even though he didn't have the best opening, aka set the mushroom, but he still managed to activate 1 mushroom and destroy, forcing the mask change. But now how do you deal with the Anki? I mean, in this moment, if you don't deal with the Anki, you're gonna die the very next turn, right? You will die the next turn if you don't deal with the Anki. And now, is he gonna just end the turn here?
Here I go. My turn.
Okay, here's the Anki, the 2800 foot boss monster for the heal. Second Decider. Apparently he's playing double Decider. That makes me feel that he probably doesn't play the malicious here. Yeah, this is the boss monster for the hero deck. Both attack went through. Does he have another mask change? If he has another mask change, this is gonna be him. He doesn't have it, and I believe the reason he didn't up to attack the Martial Leaf with the mask hero Anki was because he was trying to play around Ultimate Providence. He didn't want the Anki to get Ultimate Providence, but is this gonna give his opponent a chance to come back from this point? There's a carrot, another very mediocre normal summon, but it's not Ultimate Providence. In this case, it's an enemy controller. And now he will be able to revive the carrot with his own effect by discarding the Prismatic Rose Starber. So here he's actually gonna push for some crazy damage because he will have access to special summon yet another play monster from his hand thanks to Rose Starber. And here's a Guardiorc. Oh my goodness, is he gonna turn this around? I mean, it seems like so. Now he can use the Guardiorc effect to activate 3 more cards from top of his deck. Either another Cold Mushroom or another Martial Leaf could be pretty devastating for his opponent. Because right now the problem with the Decider is that you can only attack with the Caraway Champion. Here's the Lotus Wind, aka the Bolt guy. And there's the Marshall Leaf right on the top.
Effect activates.
And that is gonna take care of the Decider. The consequences just
My monster's
the
effect
consequences just
activates.
undeniable right here. Like basically the last turn Snowman didn't opt to go for lethal because he was trying to play on ultimate problems, but in fact that was the enemy controller all along. So by not pushing for lethal, he didn't force the enemy controller, and his opponent didn't have to use the enemy controller to stay alive. And now he's facing a very strong board. This is lethal on board, unless the back row is something that can save him, which I actually don't think that's the case here. Alright, Yo comes down to a back row. I mean, what can possibly save him? A powerful reverse.
Not too shabby. Time to shut you
Powerful rebirth? He needs a powerful rebirth to rival the Decider. There's no power rebirth, the back row is just a bluff. And that is it. Monsoon
Whoa.
takes game 1 against the
Duelists like
Destiny Hero deck.
That's the power of my crystal beast.
This is winner's semi-final match 1. The winner will advance to the winner's final. That is a clean win for Monsoon. Turn things up. Like I wouldn't say it was a wrong decision for Snowman to play around the potential ultimate problems instead of trying to go for lethal, but in the end that move actually backfired. So hard. Okay, second game. On top is still Monsoon with the Sylvan deck, and at the bottom I believe Snowman didn't switch deck, most likely. He's still using the Restore Destiny Hero deck.
I better keep on
Or
my
not.
toes if Duel, my turn.
Again, if you win a game,
Set a monster.
you must use the same deck for next game, but if you lose a game, you can decide if you wanna switch to your second deck or not.
Turn. I draw.
Alright boys, let's see if this is still the same matchup as it is.
From my hand.
There's the Hey Chune! I believe he switched deck, right? He switched
Monster in
deck.
attack position. My monster
No, he didn't. He's still running the Restore
My monster's effect activates.
Restore the hero. My bad. Ryan will trigger and gets himself Holy Mobilization. Again, he needs a way to deal with the potential commotion.
Hand. I activate a spell.
There is a Poly, most likely the dangerous guy here, deadly guy. And there is a Destiny or dangerous.
Come on out. I fusion summon a monster.
But he needs to boost Destiny Hero to Destiny or Danger to over 2000, right? Otherwise he will not be able to get over Mushroom. But that is not Mushroom. That is not a Mushroom. It's just a Rose Lover. He won the gamble.
From my hand.
He won the gamble, and now he has a chance to perform the OTK.
Show 'em what you can do.
And that is a
Shut you
turn to OTK. He was thinking, no way you start. His opponent used the restart, so he was thinking maybe he doesn't have a mushroom. Maybe it's not a commotion, and yeah, it was not a commotion, and so he took the risk, and it pays off. Score ties 1-1. Again, whoever loses this one is not out of the tournament. Yeah. Another one. Let's see if Monsoon wants to switch deck. What is his second deck? I believe Monsoon is running Gear as his second deck, right? Actually, I think Gear has a decent matchup against the heroes, but I'm not sure if Monsoon is confident about that, because that's just my personal opinion, and I guess so. So Monsoon is now using the Bexus, that means he's running Gear now. And of course, Snowman is still using the one and only Restart Destiny Hero with Polly and Vion. There is a balance being triggered.
You better give it your all because I sure
Good thing for Snowman is that he's going first here. If he were going second, this can be very ugly, because if his opponent managed to
my turn.
open with Ties of the Breton, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with.
I summon a monster in attack position.
Alright, so did he use Restart? I think he didn't use Restart, so he probably is having a pretty good hand here.
My monster's
Again, the Vion opening, probably gonna establish the dangers right away. That's the probably one of the best opening you can perform with your Restart version. Destiny Hero, establish a dangerous guy, deadly guy, whatever you want to call him, in the very first turn. So that would allow you to further push your advantage by sending cards like Celestial, Malicious, even Dreamer. But in this case, I think Snowman is not running Malicious. I'm not even sure if he runs the Dreamer. Alright, so what he's gonna do? He knows his opponent is playing Gear because after top 8, all the archetypes for top 8 players are public. Everyone knows what his opponent is carrying as the starting deck as well as the second deck.
I'm setting the card. From my hand.
And there's a Polly.
Spell.
Dangerous. He thought for the moment, but still up to bring out the dangers here in defense position. And there is 5 cards in his opponent's hand. Will there be the Ties of Breathland combo? It's probably the best combo right now in the game. 1 Gear monster and 1 Ties of the Breathland, the best combo in Duel Links right now. And here is the Accelerator as well as Ties of the Breathland. There is the 2-card combo, the best combo in Duel Links. The best combo in Duel Links. This will allow him to special summon 2 other Gear monsters from his deck.
Well now,
In this case, it's an Archer, aka Submarine, and also the Attacker, aka the Jet. So now he has a racing car, an airplane, and a submarine. Using both of the effects to flip down the monsters.
I set a card face down.
2 back rows, 3 back rows. That is a insane board right here. I don't know how to deal with that. In the end phase, most likely dangers will trigger. Or not. Let's see if he has it. It's the Heichune. It's the Heichune.
You did exactly.
But there's a Pulse Might. Pulse Might will allow him to at least prevent from being OTK'd.
Just as I expected.
And not only that, there's a enemy controller as a follow-up. So he took control of dangers. Is he gonna use the dangerous effect? I mean, what can he possibly be dumping? Even if he dump a Celestial, he will not be able to use it right away. 2 back rows. This is now looking good because now the Archer and the Attacker is gonna do some work for Gear player. Summons another Attacker. Again, it doesn't require you to have different names, different Gear monster. with different names. As long as it's other Gear monsters, you can destroy it up to that number. So right now, basically, I assuming he's gonna split up the attacker first. No. He's gonna flip up the Anchor first to destroy the dangers, and then proceed to. No, in this case, he's actually gonna flip up the attack first. That means he will only be able to destroy one of the back rows, and that is a max change. Oh, that's actually pretty huge. So now he flips up the Anchor. His opponent will not be able to dodge the effect. I mean, either way, his opponent would not have been to dodge the effect because this effect is non-target. So either way, that's gonna be game most likely, because if you have another mask change, you chain here, it doesn't do anything because Anki will be put down to the board first, and then Gear Anchor's effect will resolve, and while the effect is resolving, he choose the target there. So if you use mask change here to send dangers to summon Anki, that doesn't do anything because Anki just gonna get destroyed by Anchor. That's basically it. So the only way for him to survive here is he needs something to negate the Anchor effect. Otherwise, this is over. He needs to negate Anchor effect. Otherwise, it's a game over, man. It's game over, man. Let's see. He's thinking about it again. You don't have to choose the target when the effect activates. Okay, so no response. The effect's been resolved. So now the dangers will goes down, and that would be three fucking vehicles attacking into your face, and that is probably it. The last punch from Anchor, you get hit by the submarine, and that would be it. Snowman goes down. Monsoon takes the 2-0 victory and a 2-1 victory and sends Snowman into a loser's bracket. Meanwhile, Monsoon himself will advance to the winners finals. Congratulations. That's a part of Gear. We've seen Rex destroy his opponent with the Gear, and now it's Monsoon performing the same shit again. Anyway, so now it's time for the next winners semifinals. It's between Starmoon and also KC Taipei. KC Taipei with his spicy auto duel deck. Can he prevail here? I'm very curious. KC Taipei. I believe KC Taipei is on the top.
Watch closely, dweeb.
Both players are yet again from the Duel Links Taiwan clan. Here's the second match
If you desire to
in the
pass
winner's
our
semi round.
chamber,
KC Taipei versus Starmoon.
The danger. Let's duel. Duel. It's my turn. I set a monster.
I'm setting a card. I am
Starmoon is using Sylvans and Destiny Code in Destiny Hero. KC Taipei is running Cyber and use and the 1900 auto duel deck. Alright, so this first match is Sylvans versus Cyber and use, so that means
from my hand.
KC Taipei has the upper hand, and there is the Heichune. He has the Heichune. Is he gonna OTK his opponent with the Senju as well as the Dakini?
Launcher's effect activates. From my hand.
No, it's just a hint of light. This is not over yet, but the Heichune was just so much pressure. Once your opponent used the Heichune, you probably just shed your pants immediately after that. KC Taipei with the Hey Chune. And the Senju Sapphire, and he has one hit of light in the graveyard. That means the only one, simply one Martial Leaf will not do the work. You need double Martial Leaf to be able to take down the Queen of Dragons. Search for another Senju preparing for the following turn. He's not gonna OT his opponent this turn.
I attack with my monster.
I caught you.
Text. It is a commotion. Let's see. Rose Diver, Guardiork, second Guardiork, the Kawaii Champion, and Ultimate Province. Not even a single Martial Leaf was activated. Direct attack from Senju. He didn't use either of the effect of the Guardiork. He's probably already holding some high level play monsters, so he didn't want to put the Guardiork back onto his deck.
My monster's effect.
In the end phase, is he gonna draw 2 and discard 1? No, he discards 1 card from his opponent, and it is the third Guardiork! The third Guardiork, so now he's probably not having any Guardiork, he's probably not having any big ass monster now in his hand because he didn't put another Guardiork back to the top of his deck, and now he just lost his third Guardiork to Sapphire. Okay, discard the snap will trigger and activate 1 card, and that is a Rose Diver. That's not gonna do anything because no more Guardiork. He decided to not put another Guardiork back to the top of his deck because he's already holding one, and this just completely backfired as soon as the Sapphire discarded his last Guardiork. So now he has no more Guardiork. He needs the bolt guy. He needs Lost Wind. I don't even think Hermitage can do anything because Hermitage can only activate 1. But we'll see. He needs a high level play monsters, but he just completely gets destroyed by the Sapphire effect. No one saw it coming. I thought he just gonna draw 2 and discard 1, but he decided to discard 1 of his opponent's 3 cards in hand, and that was yeah, exactly. He lost the Guardiork, and now he has no more high level play monster that can actually threaten his opponent. So now the Sapphire is just a pain in the ass because now there's a 1 hit of light, so even with Curse Dyke's Ultimate Problems, it's not gonna deal with the problem. And here's the second Senju. I mean, he still has the win condition left because he has the carrots, and he has. Assuming this is the set monster is another commotion, and if the back row is the enemy controller, this game is not over yet, but it's still not looking good. There it is, the Machinery Ritual, and we are gonna witness the notorious Dakini being summoned, and in this case he's gonna go in full commit. Is he gonna use the Dakini effect? He probably didn't feel any kinds of delay there, so he assuming that was not an econ because there was no delay. That has to be a useless Ultimate Providence, and yeah, exactly, no econ tag because there was no delay and no card in hand for Ultimate Providence. But this commotion needs to do something, otherwise the game is over. Again, 2 protection for Dakini, 1 hit of life, also 1 Machinery Ritual, 1 Martial Leaf is not enough. Again, this is not lethal. Senju will push for 1400, but that is gonna be 500 left for his opponent. Again, you cannot decide the chanting order. So basically, the snap and the Martial Leaf will resolve first, and the Hermitage will resolve last. So that's kind of knowing. You cannot say, "Oh, I want to manipulate." But the reason that Hermitage is gonna trigger last because oh my god, it's the second one, but it's not enough because there's no protection. the reason Hermit is always chaining 1 is because it's a mandatory effect. It's a mandatory effect. But anyway, you cannot decide the chaining order anyway. It's the second leaf activated by the snap. So snap is actually doing some work here. That's why some people opt to play the snap.
I activate my monster's effect.
Alright, the second martial leaf gonna force the machinery ritual. But that's not enough. But again, don't forget he still has something left in his deck. He just manipulated 3 cards on top of his deck with the Hermitry.
Monster's effect activates.
And I believe he still has one martial leaf left in his deck.
My turn's done.
So he needs something that he can use to activate cards. Apparently, that's not good enough. The 3 cards on top of his deck was not enough. And that would be the game 1. KC Taipei managed to take the first game with a favored matchup. So that basically means Starman won't be able to use the Sylvan anymore. Like, of course he can still use Sylvan here, but the problem is that if he opt to use Sylvan here, he's gonna play against Cyber Injured again. So that's just totally not an option here. You don't want to play your Sylvan deck against Cyber Injured. But if you switch deck, that means in game 3, even if you win game 2, in game 3 you will have to use the deck you just won with. So if you switch deck here, basically his Sylvan deck is retired. But keeping using the Sylvan deck here is just not a good idea because KC Taipei is still holding the Cyber Injured. Alright, so what is the Starman have? What does the Starman have in for his second deck? His second deck is actually a Destiny Hero. Destiny colon Destiny Hero. That is actually a pretty good deck that can counter the Cyber Angel Sephra, because basically in your Destiny colon version, the heroes, you play multiple deciders. That you at least play 2, if not 3, and decider is just the game ender here. If you manage to establish 2 decider on the board, your opponent has no way to deal with them because they only have 1 Dakini.
I hope you're ready
And
to lose. Duel.
that is just such a bad matchup for Cyber Enders as a whole. So I expect Starman to take this one to tie the score here, unless he breaks so hard. Alright, so another good news for Starman, because he went second.
Watch this. I ritual summon a monster.
His opponent gonna establish defense position. Defense position Sephra, respecting the econ play.
My monster's effect activates.
Draw 2, discard 1. So let's see how many protection does he have in the graveyard. 2 protection. He has 2 hint of lies in the graveyard. And there is the Destiny of Celestial. I mean, at this point, 1 max change as well as 1 Phobian Chalice, the game is over. 1 max change, 1 Phobian Chalice, the game is over. Does he have it? No. It doesn't have the lethal combo. So he's just gonna go ahead and take down the Sanju that is actually pretty weak. It's just a Celestial. It's not a decider. Even if it was a decider, it's still pretty weak because with only 1 decider on the board, you need a Forbidden Chalice to oh my god, the Divine Wrath here, I didn't saw it coming. So he actually had the Forbidden Chalice. But he didn't have the mask change. Otherwise, he would have won the game already. With the mask change, also Anki.
My monster attacks. Don't make me laugh. I reveal
Wait,
my
what?
face down card.
He had a mask
I
change?
activate a quick play spell. Here it comes. I special summon a monster. I end my turn. You'll see why I'm a pro. It's my turn.
Oh yeah, that I can understand. Basically, he had the 3-card combo. He could have just mask changed Anki attacks into the Senju, search for another mask change, and get himself another Anki and attack directly in the damage stage. Use yours Forbidden Chalice, and that was totally game. That would have been game already. I don't know. I can't understand. There was a Senju face up attack, and you have a Celestial and you have a mask change. Now Hidden of Light cannot protect Senju. Only Machinio Ritual can protect Senju. Hidden of Light can only protect ritual monsters. Machinio Ritual protects the life area.
I ain't worried. I'm ending my turn. It's my turn. I draw, punk.
Yeah, that was lethal for sure. I mean, unless he was playing around Kalibo, but why? Why would you play around Kalibo? Your opponent is playing as balanced Cyber Rangers. How the hell would anyone play Kalibo in Cyber Rangers? Especially the balanced version. Yeah, I just can't believe.
Activate a quick play spell.
I just don't understand here. Like, I mean, that was totally lethal, but that is just such a big deal because he's most likely gonna lose this matchup. This matchup is really in favor of the hero player, but now he's just gonna straight up lose it. Straight up lose a favored matchup, and we didn't even get to see the spicy auto duel deck, the 1900 Manila auto duel deck from KC Taipei. That is just completely destroying me. Oh, anyway, basically he has no way to deal with the Anki. So even with so big of a misplay, Starman can probably still prevail here. Let's see. 2 turns left for his opponent. He can either top deck a mask change or top deck a chalice. Oh, both work. Both work.
It's my turn. I draw. Time.
But I just can't believe. I just can't believe it.
My monster attacks you directly.
I mean,
My hand.
and he top decked the 3rd chalice. He top decked the 3rd chalice, and that's it. He didn't get punished. He didn't get punished for missing the lethal. It was not missing, so he didn't get punished for not noticing the lethal, not noticing the obvious lethal there. And we're going to game 3. Hey. Alright. Whatever, let's see if KC Taipei switch deck. Like, he almost definitely has to switch deck, right? Because Cyber Rangers is just... I mean, he could also top deck the another mask change. That would have worked out for him too. But anyway, that was just not a very deserving, not a well deserved win there. Alright, so I believe we get to see the spicy 1900 Malila's auto duel deck here.
Victory. Step right up to get smacked down. Duel. My turn. Watch this. I summon a monster in attack position.
And there it is. It's the Archean Soldier, 1900 Volila.
I activate my spell card. Destiny Draw. I present to you Destiny Hero Decider. setting a card. I set a card. I'm ending my turn. My turn. I draw, punk. Watch this. I summon a monster in attack position.
Alright, the auto duel deck, the second Arcane Soldier, is gonna push for damage here. Is he gonna get Mirror Wall or something? I mean, even a single Fallen Chalice can destroy. The Fallen Chalice can boost the Decider to 2000. And there's a mask change. Mask change onto Decider.
I activate a quick play spell.
Destiny or Decision Guy. Yeah. The Japanese names are always more badass.
Check out my face down card.
And see,
Activate a quick
order to charge in 2018. Order to charge in 2018. I haven't seen a card in ages, and that is gonna take care of the Decider, and there is no target for the mask change to resolve.
My turn. I draw. Here comes Destiny.
I mean, order to charge. Come think of it. I think order to charge is actually pretty good, right? Because you can also deal with
I present to you
you can also deal with a set commercial with your OTC. But now the problem here is that he has the
I'm a pro, and you're an
access to use his Destiny code. The Duel guy and the Decision guy, both these guys will be able to run over the Arcane Soldier. And not to mention we have a Celestial here to even further extend the resources lead for Destiny Hero. He needs a War of Disruption. He needs War of Disruption or let's say Cosma Cyclone onto the Dark City, alright. But still not looking good. He's gonna lose this one. I don't think there's a way. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 cards. His opponent only has 4 cards. And he drew the enemy controller, so he's just gonna go ahead and put his opponent's monster into defense position, cause he probably experienced some delay during the damage stage, so he was assuming the back row is a mirror wall or something.
You ain't won yet. Crush him. My monster attacks you.
I don't know, he was playing around something. Most likely mirror wall, but I still don't understand exactly what he was thinking. But anyway, he's probably gonna win this game no matter what at this point, because he has 3 back rows, 2 monsters, the Dark City. His opponent is down to 3 cards and 1 Andal. What his opponent's gonna do? There's no way he can tag into. Are you gonna tag into 3 back rows? Are you gonna commit suicide?
Battle time.
No, I don't think he plays Diffusion. He doesn't even play Polymorph. He doesn't even play Polymerization, I believe. Yeah, he had no card to attack into his opponent's guys. So now
Here's my face down.
this is probably the beginning of the end. He's probably gonna use the Heitsune.
From my hand.
No, it's not Heitsune, it's a mask change, and that will allow him to attack directly with the Aniki. The Aniki will finish the game.
Here it comes. I special summon a monster.
Oh my god, it's the Aniki.
You never stood a chance against my tactics. I attack you directly.
Aniki with the direct attack.
Here's my
Inflict
face
damage save. Another Phobian Chalice. So now even the Mirror Wall could not save him in that game.
Fate has already chosen me to be the best.
And that's it. Auto Duel deck lost. Starman will advance to a winners finals. Damn. I feel so bad for KC Taipei because he lost the second game. Alright, anyway, let's see, let's check out schedule here. So, what's coming on next? Next we are gonna cover the losers round 10, I believe. Losers round 10. The first match will be KC Taipei against Drax. So KC Taipei is gonna play 2 games in a row, right? Or not? Although in fact it's Snowman versus the Turning Tide. Both work. Alright, so losers round number 10. On the top I believe we have Turning Tide. Yes, it's a Turning Tide. And the bottom, who is this one? It has to be the Snowman, the Lies Abandoned Snowman.
Keep on my toes if I want to win.
Let's reset the score.
Crystal beasts will do their job. The future is Duel. My turn.
Alright, so I believe Snowman is playing Sylvan.
Drill dart.
Snowman is playing Sylvan, and Turning Tide is playing Destiny Colin Destiny Hero. Of course he plays Mask Change. Of course that's the reason why the deck is on the top right now.
I'm ending my turn. It's my turn. I draw. Come on out. I summon a monster in attack position.
Sorry, I was wrong. My bad. He's not playing Sylvan. He's playing the Restart version Destiny Hero. Sylvan is actually his second deck. His starting deck is the Restart Destiny Hero. So this is actually a kind of mirror match, but not that mirror match, because for I believe in this matchup the Destiny Colin version is probably having a little upper hand here because they play more back rows, and also they have the Decider. Decider can probably help Stolen for a bit. I'm not sure, but if the Restart variant Destiny Hero ever get Hey Chune, it's probably gonna push for lethal right away. Holly here. So he didn't get to search. He searched for Polly with Vine, and he's just gonna go ahead and summon the Trinity.
I'm counting on you.
The Trinity. He just doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. He's just gonna go for lethal. He's not going for a long game. Yes, he doesn't have the.
To scare me, I reveal my face down card.
Alright, does that even do anything? I mean, does the Forbidden Chalice even negate attack the double? And it does. And now he can only attack once. He can only attack once, but he can only attack once this turn. So not only did the Forbidden Chalice decrease the attack value, it also negates the effect that allows Trinity to attack twice. and he used it in the main phase to play around the potential AMA. He was playing around Anti-Magiro by using the Forbidden Chalice in the main phase, I guess. So now what do you do? The last back row can be mirror roll because your opponent is playing Destiny Calling. He attacks into the drill dog anyway. Is he gonna get mirror roll? If he gets mirror roll here, he's pretty much dead, because if the opponent uses the mirror roll and damage stave, he will not be able to chant the mask change. Let's see if that's the case. If that's a mirror roll, this game is probably over. If that is a mirror roll. Alright, interesting. So he's actually playing around mirror roll by using the enemy control in the damage state and in the battle state to play around the potential mirror roll. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, he's playing around mirror roll because if he runs into a mirror roll here, he just straight out loses the game. But I'm not sure if that's worth it, because his opponent can still use the mirror roll. If that was a mirror roll, his opponent can still use the mirror roll here, and just by pay 2,000 life, he can trigger a Destiny Calling, and that would allow him to run over the Trinity. There's a Decider, and there's a mask change, and this game is coming to an end.
Here it comes. I special summon a
And that's it.
Let's battle. Take 'em down.
He went for a Trinity play, but his opponent managed to disrupt his plan, and now his opponent is gonna destroy him as well, not just the Trinity. That is it. Snowman will go down turning tide, winning the first game in the Destiny Hero Mirror without even using the Destiny Calling.
My monster attacks you directly.
Again, whoever loses this one is out of the tournament. I mean, you still get a little bit consolation prize for your top 8 finish. Top 8, you still get like $6 or whatever. Yeah, $6. You get $6 for finishing top 8. Maybe next one. But this one is already undergoing, so cannot join it right now. So Turning Tide wins game 1, and let's see if Snowman wants to. Yeah, probably we're gonna announce it after we figure out more details. Anyway, let's go straight into game 2. Let's see if the Snowman switch deck. Let's see his second deck. Snowman's second deck is Sylvans. Alright, Sylvans.
I better keep on my toes if I want to win, because I know my crystal beasts will do their job. The future is predetermined, and it's destiny that my heroes will guide me to victory. Duel! It's my turn!
Alright boys, let's see if Snowman switched the deck. His second deck is a Sylvan deck. Sylvan deck is actually, even though that, oh no, he's still running the restart D-Hero deck, so basically he has decided to retire his Sylvan because even if he wins this game, for the very last game, the third game, he will not be able to switch deck again. So he's doing it like a real man, without vegetables. And that's it. No, no dangerous dead or deadly guy first turn. He searched for the poly but didn't use it for a dangerous guy, deadly guy. Interesting. He's probably not holding another. He's probably not holding another D hero, I think. Okay, Decider here. He has to be a mask change, right? He's gonna use the mask change? No? Decision guy, deadly guy, and dream guy. What else? Destiny or Dark Angel. And no, it's not a max change, it's just an econ, and he actually gonna econ take, and he's probably gonna use proceed to use the mask change to send the Decider to a graveyard to summon his Anki. And that's exactly what's gonna happen here. Feels good, man. Your monster is my monster.
I'm ending my turn. Here I go. My turn. I draw. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect.
Alright, now Vine, but he's not running what's it called? He's not running Mauritius. He's not running Mauritius, but he still has a poly to fusion summon the Destiny Hero Deadly guy, and even send Dreamer to a graveyard. So this is lethal on board. He needs something to stay alive. And there's the Mirror Wall. Mirror Wall will help him survive this turn. But he cannot pay for a wall next turn. Alright, I mean, 4 cards in hand, and he has the Destiny Calling skill, but that's probably not gonna do too much here. That's coming here. Like, the problem is that he has a Dreamer in the graveyard.
Time to battle. Take him down. I attack with my monster. Now's the time.
And Dreamer is activated, and that will save the dangers, aka Daily guy. And now he can draw 2 cards with his Celestial. So what's the chance that of him not getting another copy of Mask Change or Forbidden Chalice? I think he just top decked it. He didn't even need to use the Celestial. He just straight up top decked it. Top deck the card in need. And Sword is now tied 1-1. Stillman managed to tie up score. Good job, boys. So what is Turning Tide running as the second deck? Turning Tide actually has the balance. Balanced Gear. He's running balanced Gear as his second deck. So will he switch to a Gear deck? I think it's actually not too bad against the Destiny Heroes. As long as you can pull off the turn 1 Tides of the Brethren, what can possibly stop you afterwards? Alright boy, let's go. Losers round 10, first match between Turning the Tide and Stillman is game 3. No, turning. Wait. So after finish has balance. So okay, now it's getting serious because this is not a destiny coding answer. It's a balanced answer. So that pretty much means he's now using the gear. Whereas his opponent still running the same to restore this destiny or deck. Oh my god, he went first. Will we see the ties of the Brethren? The best combo in Duel Links?
I summon a monster in attack.
The best combo in Duel Links.
From my hand,
there it is. The 2-card Exodia. Ties of the Brethren.
I special summon a monster. Come on out. I special summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect activates. I'm setting a card.
Alright, what you gonna do now? What you gonna fucking do now?
Show 'em what you can do. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Alright, Vion here. Apparently no what's it called? No Heichune.
From my hand.
Like even with the Heichune, he can just straight up chain the pulse mines to prevent any potential OTK. So yeah, this is looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty bad for Snowman.
Come on out. I fusion summon.
Yeah, he's got a deadly guy, but these monsters are all having no protection at all. They are not immune to anything. So basically, they are gonna get destroyed. I think so. I think Snowman is not running malicious because he's running multiple decider.
My monster attacks.
Alright, he attacks into I don't even know what is that one. But anyway, the spell of absorbing life will be activated, and that will be a massive destruction effects getting resolved. So basically that means the hero flips up the what's it called, the Anchor, and the Anchor will destroy both of the monsters. And basically, even if you are holding a mass change, that doesn't matter. So the one card you need here is a Forbidden Chalice. You need a Forbidden Chalice to negate the Anchor. If you don't have the Forbidden Chalice to negate the Anchor, you just lose right here. The only solution is the Forbidden Chalice. Other than that, goodbye. No re. That's game. Mask change doesn't do anything, and they fair resolved, and that's it. Goodbye, boys. Let's go home. That's it. You don't beat 2-card Exodia. No one stands a chance against 2-card Exodia. And that's it. Snowman is out of the tournament, and Turning Tide will advance to losers semi-final. And following up, we have Rex and KC Taipei. Another losers round 10 match. Alright, boys. Pretty sad for Snowman. That's how you feel every single time when you get wrecked by the best combo in Duel Links. Okay, so button this time is gonna be Rex. And on the top is the man that means the legendary auto duel deck expert KC Taipei.
I have in store.
Anyway, let's do this.
Expect any mercy.
Both player running bands, but KC Taipei is running Cyber Angels,
You've humiliated
whereas
me
the
before. Never
Rex at bottom, he's running Gilia, and he went first. That means we are probably gonna see the 2-card Exodia once again. Does he have it? Does he have the 2-card Exodia? Show me the money, show me the money, Rex.
Hope you're ready.
Hope you're ready.
Monster in attack
I
position.
summoned the Arsenal, and the Arsenal
I'd like you to meet my monster.
contributed.
I special
for an
summon
anchor.
monster.
It looks like he doesn't have it.
Set a card.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have the ties of the present. So that's the only play for him on turn 1.
I draw.
And that is actually weak as fuck because his opponent is playing Cyber Angels. His opponent is playing Cyber Angels.
Face down. Check out my face down card. I activate a ritual spell.
Hint of Light. Brings out the Sufferer.
Ritual sub. My monster's effect activates.
So there's one protection already. Gets a Petit Cyber Petit Angel.
Watch.
Will
this.
he be able to summon 2 ritual monsters in this turn?
My monster's effect
Let's see if he searched for oh, he searched for an Eaton.
from my hand.
And there is the Machinery Ritual. I think we're gonna see a Dakini here. At the very least. He has to be a Dakini play or the second Benton. But either way, I mean, right now, his opponent is thinking if he wants to use the enemy controller to take control of the Cyber Petit Angel, so his opponent will be forced to tribute the Saphira, because this is the Machinery Ritual, right? So if he take control of the Cyber Petit Angel, his opponent, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna take control.
My face down card.
He's gonna take control.
Activate a quick play spell.
Oh no, he's not gonna take control of the Cyber Petit Angel. Instead, he's taking control of the Saphira. But is that a good choice? I actually
My ritual summon.
don't know, man, because now his opponent just gonna.
My monster's effect
Is his opponent gonna use the Dakini effect? Yeah, his opponent is gonna use the Dakini effect.
My monster attacks. My monster's effect activates.
Alright, I'm actually not sure if it was better to take control of the Cyber Petit Angel to force your opponent.
Is still proceeding. I draw.
I'm actually not sure at all. If he took control of the Cyber Petit Angel, his opponent is probably gonna tribute the Dakini to summon the Edaten, and that would be lethal on board. So that's probably what he was thinking. So
Monster in attack position.
in this case, he actually survived. But his opponent now has a 3700 Dakini with double protection, 1 Hint of Light, and 1 Machinery Ritual. This is not looking good at all.
I draw.
He didn't open the 2-card Exodia, and now he's getting wrecked by Notorious.
Monster attacks.
Notorious, what is this? Is Dakini an Indian god or what? I think Dakini is an Indian god, right? Anyway, if this attack went through, the game is over. If this attack goes through, the game is over. But I think he has Pulse Might at the very least. No, of course he doesn't have a Pulse Might, otherwise he would have used it already. So, no Pulse Might. And what else can possibly save him? Not even Mirror Wall can save him, because Mirror Wall is only gonna.
You did exactly
Oh,
what
it's
I
the
thought.
Pulse Mine.
I flip over my face down card.
Yeah, I think so. Abo, you're right. I think he's some kind of guard is from
My monsters
a certain religion. Okay, so actually up to recycle machine ritual
Draw.
instead of a ritual monster. And now still one hidden fly in the graveyard, so a single enter and another monster is not enough. Not to mention that he has no access to
I set a card face
he has no access to Ties of the Breathen, and he just scooped. He probably top deck a Ties of Breathen, and that was just too frustrating for him to handle. He's not even trying to stay stall for another turn, and that would be the first game goes to KC Taipei. So, like, as strong as the Gear might be, you still can win the matchup as a Cyber Angel player. Yeah. So let's see what Rex has as the secondary deck. He has the Destiny Calling Destiny Hero. Again, that is a very good matchup against the Cyber Angels. That's why you don't see Cyber Angels that often, because Cyber Angels is, even though Cyber Angels has an extremely good matchup against Sylvans, but against many other decks, Red Eyes, Magnates, like Stole deck, and also the most notable one, the Destiny Hero deck, those are very bad matchup for the Cyber Angels. Cyber Angels, of course, is a great counter to Sylvan deck, but against many other popular deck, it's just not that good. And of course, I didn't mention Aliens. Aliens is also a very bad matchup for Cyber Angels. That's why you don't see people play Cyber Angels that often anymore. But anyway, let's go straight into game 1 and see if Rex switched deck. His second deck is the Destiny Calling Destiny Hero, and he switched the deck. Of course, you switch the deck because it's just such a good matchup. You don't want to miss a chance. You have so many access to the free OTK combo, and also one decider can just completely shut your opponent
My
down.
heroes will guide me to victory. Step right up.
Okay, goodbye Apollo.
Duel. My turn.
Okay, let's see how this is gonna work.
Here comes Destiny Hero Drill Dark.
And there's a Drill Dark, but no effect upon the summoning. So it's probably this is probably his only monster, and yeah, that is his only monster. So that's not the best opening
I draw, punk. No
at all.
retreat. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect.
There's a Senju. I mean, if they summon a Dakini,
I activate a ritual spell.
you can counter it with Phobian Chalice, but you still need a way to get over the big ass Dakini.
Watch this. I ritual summon a monster. My
Alright, stuff right here. No Heichune. We actually saw KC Taipei run Heichune in his Cyber Angel deck, even though he's running balance. But in this case, he has no Heichune currently in his hand. But he's still gonna swing in.
attack with my monster.
Is his opponent gonna give him some surprise, aka Mirror Wall? Is there a Mirror Wall? No, there's no Mirror Wall. It's just an enemy control. Is he gonna tribute tech? No, he didn't tribute tech. I think he could have tribute tech. I mean, if you tribute tech the Sufferer, you get to use the effect during your end phase.
I've got this in the back.
So I mean,
I attack you with a monster.
that could have been a good choice there if you just tribute tech. And now he's just gonna commit suicide with the Senju because he don't want his opponent to use the
My monster's effect active.
mask change to bring down an Anki and attack into the Senju and have the potential to perform the
My
OTK there. So that was without a doubt a good play. But I'm still thinking that he could have he could have econ take and draw 2 cards then discard 1, because now he's not.
My turn.
His only, like, this is his only monster. So,
My monsters
but
activate.
I don't know. That play could have been a good play, but might have been a bit too risky to just econ take for a suffer effect. So right now, I believe KC Taipei is still trying to dig for the one Trune in his hand, in his deck. He's still trying to dig for a card, but anytime he summons a weak monster, like Senju, he could open the window for his opponent to OTK him totally. So he needs to play this very safe. And here's the Dakini. So what he's gonna do here is he gonna econ take or Forbidden Chalice. Let's see here. Mask change doesn't work here. You need either econ take or you just Forbidden Chalice. One or another. Either one of the card to counter the Dakini, and there's a Forbidden Chalice.
Here's my face down.
That will negate the Dakini effect, but in the end phase, the Sophia will still trigger. No, actually in the end phase, the Sophia will not trigger, unless he's gonna further extend his play here. And he is gonna summon a second Sophia. So now even though Dakini effect gets negated, but he's now having a so fucking strong board. This is the ultimate attack. He's pushing for lethal. A single mirror does not save him from this situation. And there's an end controller, so now I believe he's gonna econ take, but he will have to econ take the Dakini. That means he will not have access to the Sophia effect.
My monster's effect activates.
I mean, at this point, it's not over yet. He can way he just scooped.
Forgive me, Dad. I win, just as everyone expected.
Why did he scoop early? I mean, he could top deck Decider. There's no way he doesn't play a single Decider, right? He at least play. I mean, this is a Destiny calling version, so at least you at least play 2 copies of Decider. So you gotta try to top deck Decider. But anyway, KC Taipei takes the 2-0 victory against Rex, and now KC Taipei again advance to the next round. And are we just gonna straight up do this one? Yeah, you should always believe in your deck. Oh yeah, I believe Rex disconnected. He DC'd. That's pretty unfortunate. So what's the next matchup? It's the winners final, right, between Monsoon and also Starman. Anyway, what's next? The next match is the winners. Is that the winners? No, it's not the winners Sermis. It's the losers Sermis. Alright, let's check out this real soon. Losers Sermis. So KC Taipei is still on the table here. He's gonna play one more game. He's gonna play 2 games in a row. and KC Taipei in this case will be playing against the Turning Tide. Yes, it's the Turning Tide. Turning Tide is still in the tournament. KC Taipei versus Turning Tide, the losers semi-final. Winner will advance to the winners finals. Alright boys, so it was preset for Rex to DC there. He could have top deck a decision guy and just completely turn the game around, but apparently he DC'd, so it was a lose. So now we have to wait for both players to get ready. I believe Turning Tide is here already, and KC Taipei might need a little break. When he's back, we are gonna go straight into this one, the loser semis. Again, losers goes home. That's how it works. How it works in the losers bracket. Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. But anyway, KC Taipei will move on. The Cyber Angel player is still in the tournament. I can't believe it. The only Cyber Angel player here. Yeah, let's take a short break, 1 minute short break. Alright, we're back, boys. Pinballs players ready now. Hey Samuel, what's up, man? Yeah, the number of spectators, 50 spectators. That's a lot. Alright, this is loser semi-final between KC Taipei and Turning Tide. On the top we have KC Taipei, the Cyber Angel Expert. And that button is Turning Tide, and Turning Tide starting deck, I believe Turning Tide starting deck is a Destiny Colon Destiny Hero deck. So this is a very good matchup for Turning Tide. This is very good matchup for Turning Tide. Let's see if he can defeat KC Taipei here. Like KC Taipei actually just defeated Rex and his Destiny Hero deck, but that was because Rex disconnected in the very end, so that was pretty unfortunate. But we have to admit that KC Taipei put on a great fight. He was able to like try his best to find a little window to win the very unfair matchup for him, and in the end he actually did it. So now he's trying to do it again. He's trying to defeat his opponent's Destiny Hero with his Cyber Angel deck. There's the Hate shooting it right on the top. Is this it? Let's see what it's a Machine Angel Cyber. And there's the Ether 10. There is the Ether 10.
I ritual summon a monster. My monster's effect activates.
Let's game.
My monster's effect activates.
This has to begin. Because you don't play Clevo. You don't play Clevo in your Destiny Hero deck. Because Clevo cocks your Celestial, so you don't play Clevo in this deck. Because if you top deck a Clevo and you want to use a Celestial, you need to summon the Clevo or set the Clevo, so you don't play Clevo in your Destiny Hero deck. That's the non-issue. So no, there's no Clevo. This is 100% game. All thanks to the Hei Chune. And that's it. He managed to steal a win against the Destiny Hero deck. No one saw that coming.
How could I have lost? I didn't make a single mistake.
A twerp.
Yeah, you didn't make a single mistake. Actually, Aster is right here. He didn't make a single mistake. Yeah, that was actually a big deal for a Cyber Angel player to be able to go second. All right, so I think he just gonna use the same deck again. He's just gonna use the same deck again. Because that is just... Why would you switch deck? I mean, Turning Tide's second deck is Gear, but it's probably just better to just use your Destiny Hero deck. And yes, it's still a Destiny Hero deck. And this time, the Cyber Angel player went first. So no OTK, no turn to OTK. But I didn't say that. I actually said no turn to OTK for Cyber Angel players, but there could be a turn to OTK for a Destiny Hero player if he has the 3-card combo, a dark attribute hero, a mask change, and also a Forbidden Chalice.
My monster's effect activates.
Discard one card, and that is the Cosmo Cyclone, a useless card in this matchup. So he needs this 3-card combo, right? He needs one B hero, one mask change, and either another mask change or a chalice. Yeah, you totally don't want to discard a Cosmo Cyclone. That's super useless. And no, he doesn't have it. It looks like he doesn't have it, and he doesn't have a decider either. So no OTK combo pieces, no decider. But again, his opponent discarded his hand, so the next turn his opponent will only have 3 cards, so I don't think his opponent will have a strong follow-up in the following turn. So I still believe the Destiny Hero player has the upper hand here. Alright, 3 cards. I don't think he can do anything here. He's probably just gonna pass the turn because you don't even want to summon the monster. If you summon a monster, he's just gonna get attacked by Anki or the Duel Dark. That's just not something you would like to see. But no, he summons a Senju anyway. Does he have a play? Okay, he's probably gonna summon the second Sapphire. Yeah, he's gonna summon the second Sapphire by tributing the Senju on the field and another monster in his hand. No, he's actually tributing the Sapphire on the field, and he's going for it. He's going for battle phase. And the attack went through. The attack went through, really? No mirror roll. I mean, it's probably right to play aggressive because he wants to dig for more answer, more follow up, and the only way you can achieve that, the only way he could achieve that is by summoning another Sapphire, and that actually paid off. But and then so what? And then there's the mask change, and that's probably gonna be game. Anki attacks into the Senju.
My monster attacks. You ain't won yet.
And now he just needs one chalice or another mask change, and that's game.
From my hand,
Alright.
activate a quick play spell.
I think he top decked the chalice. The card he's holding in his hand has to be a chalice. No other possibility is a chalice.
Attack you directly. From my hand.
And yes, it's a chalice. He top decked the win condition, and that's it. That's why this is just such a good matchup, because you don't like this game. He didn't even have a decider, but his opponent's board is wide open, so it's very easy for him to achieve the win condition there. And even if you don't have the combo pieces, you can just try to stall again with your decider. Both can work. So that's 1-1 full score here. So we are going to the very last game. I believe KC Taipei is gonna switch deck now, right? He's gonna use the legendary 1900 beater auto duel deck.
I've already won. You're just choosing the method.
I think so. He's just gonna
up to get smacked
down.
You have summoned the 1900 vanilla monster. And there is the Archean Soldier and 3 back rows. Pretty strong opening
It's my turn.
for what the deck is.
Destiny Hero Celestial.
Destiny Celestial, aka Divine Guy. Ends on board. And what you're gonna do if you, OTC here, we know he plays OTC, and OTC is actually pretty good against Enki because OTC is actually a pretty good removal against Enki. Enki doesn't have protection from being destroyed by card effect, so you can easily destroy. And OTC is a non-target removal. It's a non-target removal. That's also a pretty important part here. So basically, you have no way to try to chain anything to try to dodge the OTC in the damage step. There is the Celestial, the Mule. Is he gonna pay for a wall? That's the question. Excuse me. By paying 2000, he can trigger the Destiny Calling skill, and that will allow him to run over the 1900 vanilla monsters. Standby phase. The standby phase. Will he pay for the wall? Will he pay for a wall? I actually have no idea because he pays for it, and now he's gonna use the field spell, the Dark City.
Check out Destiny Hero Celestial.
A second Celestial.
No.
Destiny Calling.
Let's battle.
And go straight into a battle phase. Now the Celestial will get boosted to 2600. That is enough to take down the Archean unless his opponent has his own mirror wall.
My continuous trap activates.
And this is during the damage stage, so you cannot chain the mask change. That probably will be the end of his turn.
I end my turn.
GRRR, I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
Alright. He pays for the wall as well. Both players paid for the wall. Unlike Trump.
Monster in attack position.
And that's the last dragon, another sorry 1900 vanilla beater. But he can't get over the Celestial because the mirror is here. But he can have some spicy back rolls, aka the Cosmic Cyclone. And that's gonna remove from play the mirror wall. And this is a huge gamble. He's gambling. He's going for game, and he's hoping his opponent doesn't have a mask change here. He needs opponent don't have a match, but it's a second mirror wall. So I think that's it. That's it, right? No, because that's it. He only has 350 point left, and that is a classic mirror deciding the entire game. We've seen 3 mirror getting activated this game, and the third one, the last mirror, just decided the result. And my internet meanwhile is dying anyway. So KC Taipei is out, turning the tide, advance to losers finals. Congratulations. So no break, straight up into the winners finals, I guess. Yes, that's it. So goodbye KC Taipei, you put down a good fight with your auto duel deck. But sadly, one mirror wall is just slightly worse than double mirror wall. Alright, so what is this matchup? It's winners final featuring who's on the top? Who's on the top?
You face the brother.
Monsoon is on the top.
You better give it your all, because I sure am. That's the only way to duel. Duel!
It's my time.
And Monsoon is on the top, and on the bottom is the
I draw.
Star Moon. Winners final here, so whoever wins this one is going to advance to the grand finals.
Come on! I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Anyway, so is this a silver mirror, right? This is a silver mirror, so it's actually pretty good for Starman because he went first. So basically, he forced his opponent to play more proactively. In this case, he summons the Marshall Leaf, and he didn't get another one, but he gets the Rose Lover. So maybe he will have a chance to activate more cards now with Guardian Orc or Hermitry. So now he has to deal with the set monster because this can totally be a co-mushroom.
My monster's effect activates.
And there is the Rose Lover activation.
Come on out! I special summon a monster.
No Guardian Orc nor Hermitry. He's just a carrot. That is super weak. And now his opponent can just straight up flip summon the. Yeah, this is a silver mirror match. His opponent can just flip up the commotion, and there's a chance his opponent can OTK this turn if he gets some good card activated. And there it is. There it is. Commotion. Guardian, no, still not something he wants. And the snap. Let's see if he will use the Guardian effect. He does use it. Again, the Guardian effect, even though this is optional, but the game will put the snap to chaining 2 and the Guardian to chaining 1. You can decide that. Okay, so he activated one ultimate problem with the snap, and then the Guardian will resolve and put the snap back on top to his deck. So now what he's gonna do, he still has the normal summon yet, and also he has the 1 carrot and 1 rose lover. Here is the Marshall Leaf. It's the Hermitry again. The snap will trigger first. This in this case is because Hermitry is a mandatory effect. Another ultimate problems. So now this is actually getting tricky. He actually needs something big in his hand, like an Guardian Orc or a Hermitry. Otherwise, all he can do now is just revive the carrot and just attack into his opponent's carrot, and the Marshall Leaf attacks into the opponent's Marshall Leaf, and that would clear the entire board. That's the only thing he can do here if he doesn't have a big monster in hand. But that, if he reset the board here, then his opponent will have the upper hand after that, because they are equal in resources. Oh no, he uses the Rose Lover. What will he bring now? If that's a Guardian Orc, it's gonna be very devastating for his opponent. His opponent didn't have a big plan to work with, and neither does he. He's just bringing out a second carrot. So they are both not having Guardian Orcs or Hermitries. They are only battling each other with these small plans, aka Martial Leaf and Caraway Champion. But again, he draws a card here, and Rose Server getting discarded to summon Caraway Champion. Is he top DT, just top deck a Guardian Orc or something? Again, if you don't have anything, oh, there's a Hermit Tree, that's good enough, that is good enough. No, he didn't even use the Hermit Tree effect. He's probably holding the enemy controller and is trying to go for game here. Let's see. And there is the enemy controller. That's why he didn't even use the Hermit Tree effect, because he knows he already got a game in the back, and that will be the first game. Like even though Monsoon went second in the mirror, but he still managed to take the first game. Good job, boy. And let's see what Starman has as the secondary deck. So Starman's secondary deck is Destiny Heroes. Destiny: Destiny Heroes. I'm not sure if he wants to switch deck, because of course you run Forbidden Chalice in the Destiny Hero deck, but you still need a lot of effort to be able to get over Cold Mushroom, most likely. And also the ultimate problems is something you need to watch out for sure. So let's see this. Let's see if the Starman wants to switch deck. And he did switch deck. He didn't want to play the Silver Mirror again. So now on the top is still Monsoon with the Sylvan, and at bottom is Starman, and he's now piloting the Destiny Calling Death Hero Mask Hero deck.
You're just choosing the method of your defeat. I better keep on my toes if I want to win, because I know my crystal beasts will do their job. Duel! It's my turn. I end my turn. My turn.
And that is just commotion, and it's already a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, of course you can negate it. You can negate the effect with Forbidden Chalice, but it's still on the board because it has 2,000 defense value.
I set a card. I set a card. Let's battle. Go, Drill Dark. Pierce him.
But that is not a commotion. It's just Rose Lover. So this could be game. Because that is not a commotion. And that's it. GG boys. Like, I don't care. Like, basically Starman just said I don't care if it's not a commotion, you lose. If it's a commotion, maybe I just lose. I don't care. I just YOLO and it paid off. It was not a commotion, and that was a turn to OTK there. And Starman ties up the score 1-1. Very quick game 2. Now in the game 3, let's see if Monsoon wants to switch deck. Monsoon's second deck is Balanced Gear. It's a Balanced Gear. He needs to consider if the Gear is better against Destiny Code and Destiny Hero, or he would prefer just stick to a Sylvan. And he switched deck. Now he's using Vexus. That means he's running the gauges, not gauges, the gears. And let's see if he goes first. On top we have Monsoon, and Monsoon goes first. He has the chance to do the 2-card Exodia combo, aka a Gear monster and a Ties of the Breathen.
Well now, I summon a monster in attack position.
Does he have it? Does he have the 2-card Exodia? There is the 2-card Exodia.
Well now, I special summon a monster.
2-card Exodia.
Now, I special summon a
Okay,
monster.
so what do you do now? Like,
My monster's
Tell me.
effect activates.
what do you do if you are Aether Phoenix now?
Monster's effect activates.
And he
I set a card face
flipped both monsters face down. So the problem means he has the
my turn.
spell of absorbing life. Basically, he's telling, oh yes, I have the trap card. What you gonna do? Yeah, this is like 99% over. I don't see a way, like, because in this matchup, do you even play Heijunate? I don't think so. You probably he could be holding a Cosmic Cyclone, but you need to exactly target the absorbing life, right? And since both the entry effect and the attacker effect are non-target, so you don't even have a chance to chain anything. So the only way you can stop those effects are by using the Forbidden Chalice. But of course you can do that, but it's not just really inevitable. For the most part, I don't know. It has to be the spell of absorbing life, or even another pulse mice, and that's just gonna be his main phase. And here we go.
I flip over my face down card.
Here is the spell of absorbing life. That is gonna flip face up both of the Gear monsters.
Simple-minded fool.
And he's also receiving some significant life point recovery here, and no response. The effect's gonna resolve. No, there's a response, and here is the Forbidden Chalice. He's gonna target. Wait, he's not targeting the Archer. Instead, he's targeting the attacker. Does he have two? No, he doesn't have two. He doesn't have two chalice. So why did he target the attacker instead of the Archer? Why didn't he target the Archer? Maybe that was a misclick.
Supposed to scare me.
Oh, that's the spicy Demirath. But he's probably holding the third monster right now. He's probably having another monster now. He doesn't have it, but I mean, why didn't he use the Forbidden Chalice on Archer? He should totally have used the Forbidden Chalice on the Archer, right? Or I know why he didn't use that, because he was trying to set up the draw 2. He wanted the Celestial to be sent to a grave, and then he used the Demirath to discard the Decision Guy. So now in this turn he can use the Celestial to draw 2. That was his plan. That's why he used the Forbidden Chalice on the attacker instead of the Archer. So that's probably a right play there. Yeah, that was probably the right play there. I was the one that was being retarded. He was planning that the entire time. Hey Rakana, thank you for the host, man. And here is the enemy controller. And he's gonna take control of the arsenal. Why take control of the arsenal? Now you cannot get over the Archer, because once the arsenal is on your field, it's not getting boosted because you have no other Gear monsters. I am not sure about that, and now he's probably just gonna end the turn, right? I mean, either way he would probably have lost either way. He would probably have lost the game either way, but there's still something he could have played better. he could have played better. Like in my personal opinion, like here he could have just take control of the Anchor instead of the Arsenal, right?
Attack!
I'm not sure.
Just as I expected.
Yeah, this is the enemy controller, so that doesn't even matter. In the end, it doesn't even matter because Baxus has all the cards he needs to stop any potential aggression, to stop any potential fallout from his opponent, and that would be a win for Monsoon. Monsoon is now in the grand finals.
Time to battle. The end is truly in sight. I attack you directly with my monster. How? I can tell.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone beat the 2-card Exodia combo yet. Not a single one. Alright, congratulations, Monsoon is now in the winners final. I mean the grand finals, and Starman is not out of the tournament yet. Starman will compete against Turning Tide for last spot in the grand finals from losers bracket. Yeah, let's fix the overlay real soon. It's the losers final here. No, not winners final, but losers finals. And it's gonna be Starman against Turning Tide. So Turning Tide starting deck is Destiny Hero, and his secondary deck is Gear. Starman has Sylvan as the starting deck. His second deck is a Destiny Hero, Destiny Coin. Now we just need to wait for both players to get ready, and we can start a losers final to decide who's gonna advance to the grand finals against Monsoon. Alright boys, let's go. Both players are here. Game 1 in the losers final. Let's do this. On the top is Turning Tide and the Destiny Cove in Destiny Hero. On the bottom is the Starman. It's the Bolt Brothers, aka Paradox Brothers, and his Ronin Restart Sylvans. Alright, so Starman decided to use the Restore.
Failed to navigate our maze correctly.
To the land of defeat we send you directly.
Alright, nice rhyme from the Paradox Bros. Pretty nice rhymes.
Here comes Destiny Hero Drill Dark. Drill Dark, show him your effect.
It's the Drill guy, aka Drill Dark.
Destiny Hero Disciple.
Now bring out Decider.
Ending my turn.
Only one set card.
I draw.
Again, the problem in this matchup is that you just don't have a efficient way to deal with the Commotion, because Commotion is 2000 defense. So of course you can use the Forbidden Chalice, which will run 3 copies of and to negate the Commotion, but to run over the Commotion you need more effort. And if you don't deal with the Commotion, they are gonna use it as a tribute fodder to tribute summon the big plants, and that's gonna be pretty ugly for you to deal with. A second Decider. Again, Decider is probably another Another thing to watch out in this matchup, because the only way for the Sylvan player to get over Decider is by using Martial Leaf to destroy the Decider, or use the Caraway Champion to get over the Decider. But if you play the Bolt guy, I believe the Bolt guy is a 5-star water monster, so Decider only prevents level 6 or higher, so basically you can run Bolt guy into the Decider and that can work. But I'm not sure if Starman plays the Bolt guy. Bolt guy, not Bolt guy. Bolt guy is the hero he's running. The character is running are 2 Bolt guys, but I'm talking about the Bolt guys, the Sylvan Bolt guys. But anyway, that was some crazy shit happening there. One Martial Leaf, one Commercial that is already pretty good, and not to mention he has the snap to further activate one more card. And no response. Goodbye, the mirror wall. Okay, at least he didn't get the. Wait, he activated 2 Martial Leafs. That's some crazy shit there. Oh my god, 2 Martial Leaf and 1 Commercial. You kidding me? And now he can change the order thanks to on top of his the top 3 card of his deck on his deck, thanks to Hermitry, and he hasn't even normal summon yet. So what you gonna do? 4 cards in hand, Commercial already here as a tribute partner, and there is the Gargoyle. Is this gonna be the beginning of the end? I mean, that's how you lose to Sylvan. A third Martial Leaf that will take care of the Decider, aka Decision guy. And he puts the Martial Leaf back on top to his deck with the Guardian. Snap will activate 1 more card. Is he gonna be wait a minute, there's the mask change. So basically the snap will activate 1 card first, and then the Guardian Oak will put back the Martial Leaf. So let's see what he. It's a Rose Laffer. Are you kidding me? It's a Rose Laffer. So now he can special summon another card, another big plan from his hand, and he just put the Martial Leaf back to the top of his deck with the Guardian Orc. So basically he will have access to destroy the Anki here. Let's see if he's holding either a Hermitry or a second Guardian Orc. He's thinking about it, so he's probably not having the card he wants. Yeah, he's thinking about it, so I assume the 3 cards in his hand, there are no Hermitry nor Guardian Orc in his hand. Otherwise he would immediately use the Rose Laffer effect. Let's see what he's gonna bring out here.
I special summon a monster.
Yeah, it's just a carrot. It's just a carrot. And now here's a problem. He's gonna top deck. Next turn he's gonna top deck the Martial Leaf, and that is his last Martial Leaf. So now, as long as his opponent don't get ultimate problems or don't get econ take, this is actually pretty good for the Aster Phoenix here, because you just play around ultimate problems, and as long as you don't get econ take here, they have no way to deal with the Anki whatsoever, except for the potential enemy controller, because he just top decked his last Martial Leaf here. Yeah, he didn't. Of course, he would totally play around the ultimate problems here. So now the only win condition left for Starman is to top deck enemy controller. Otherwise, this is not looking good for him because he has no more access to Martial Leaf. I mean, 5 cards left in his deck. He'd probably not even play the Bolt Guy, aka Lotus Wind. Excuse me. So what do you do? No more Martial Leaf. 2 Martial Leaf in the graveyard, 1 Martial Leaf in the hand, and I believe no more Guardiorg, and I believe he doesn't play the Bolt Guide. So he has no way to recycle the Martial Leaf, and as long as his opponent keeps playing around the Ultimate Providence, the Anki is just gonna keep attacking his face.
Here comes Destiny Hero Drill Dark. Time to battle.
Yeah, that's why sometimes Bolt Guy is very crucial here, because if unfortunately the game goes into the long run, you probably need a Bolt Guy to save your ass. Never underestimate a Bolt Guy, and not to mention Bolt Guy can actually attack a Decider, right? Bolt Guy is a level 5 water monster, he's now level 6, so Bolt Guy can attack into a Decider. That's also something you need to keep in mind. The one mighty Bolt Guy is gonna rule the world. He's gonna recycle all your Martial Leaf and Comarcheron, and he's gonna take control of the game by destroying the Decider. But anyway, it's time to focus on what's happening in the game right now. It's the third Guardiorg. Third Guardiorg is gonna activate 3 more cards, and that's not gonna do anything because you don't have the Bolt Guy. That's why you play the Bolt Guy. Alright boys, the Bolt Guy. Alright, we'll carry champion onto the board. Does he have a way to recycle his Martial Leaf? Otherwise he has no auto Anki. As long as the Anki doesn't activate the search effect, he has no auto Anki. Yeah, does he have an econ here? This has it. That's its only out.
Don't make me laugh. Here's
Oh no. It's a mirror wall.
Continuous trap activates.
You will pay. Now.
Attack!
And he just committed suicide because he probably doesn't even play econ. We don't know, but Turning Tide will take game 1 against Dortmund.
Fate has already chosen me.
Like, even though that there was some crazy excavation from the first Comarcheron, but he just not able to seal the deal, because once Turning Tide established the Anki, while he has no Martial left, that's pretty much game unless he runs the end controller. Alright, that's a clean win for Turning Tide, and he's now 1-0 in the losers final. And apparently Starman switch deck, so now this is a Destiny Hero Destiny Holy Mirror match.
The future is predetermined, and it's destiny that
Yeah,
my
but
heroes will
just a bit
guide
short,
into
but
victory.
because
I've already won. You're just choosing the method of your defeat.
he didn't destroy the mask change with the Comarcheron. His opponent didn't chain the Comarcheron, didn't chain the mask change, because there's no need to chain the mask change there, as long as it's not getting targeted by the Comarcheron. But that was really crazy. He activated 2 Martial Leaves, 1 Comarcheron, and that was still not enough. In the end, he's still a bit short. That's why you play econ, right? That's why you play econ in Sylvan, because sometimes you just need a econ. Sometimes it's just something you cannot deal with, and you need a econ.
Destiny Hero Decider.
Alright. He summoned the decision guy and he also summoned the decision guy, but the differences here is that he activated the decision guy effect and he didn't activate the decision guy effect.
From my hand.
And there's the enemy controller. He's trying to force in his opponent to use the mask change. Is that gonna work? Is this opponent gonna be forced to use the mask change here? Yeah, from the very first day until now, Econ is still the best card. No, his opponent didn't use the mask change. Either he didn't want to use it or he didn't have it. Wherever the case, the tag will go through, and that is a mirror wall.
Face down card.
Pretty interesting. He's trying to like prevent from getting OTK'd by the potential mask change follow-up. Yeah, there is the mask change follow-up. So that mirror wall can totally save him from being OTK'd here. So that was a clever one.
I special summon a monster. Take him down. My monster.
And there's the N-key direct attack. So no OTK here.
I'm still standing.
In the end phase, the decider will recycle itself back to Star Moon's hand. And again, N-Kid is a 2800 guy, so
I end my turn.
every Destiny hero you play in your deck is 1600. Even with the Dark City, it's not enough to get over the Anki, so that's the tricky part here.
Here comes Destiny hero Drill Dark.
Okay, here's the Drill Dark, but
Drill Dark.
again, like I said,
Your effect.
even with the fail spell, it's not enough to get over the Anki, and here is the Divine Wrath,
My counter trap activates.
the spicy tech Divine Wrath.
I end my.
This is probably it, because the Divine Wrath completely shuts down
I said interesting, not.
the play from
My turn. I draw. Let's
turning tide. Now the direct attack from Anki.
attack you directly. I knew you.
No, he doesn't have
Here's
the
my
econ.
face down card.
nor another mirror wall. That's it.
From my hand.
Oh my god, the childless party, the spicy divided ass just immediately decided the game. And now score is tied again, 1-1. Stormer versus Turning Tide, the final game. Let's see if Turning Tide will switch to his Gear deck. Is he gonna rely on the 2-card Exodia? The 2-card Exodia. I think so. I think he just go for gone for it's still Astro Phoenix, but Astro Phoenix has balance, so let's see if now Turning Tide is using the balance skill, and there is the balance. So here we go, 2-card Exodia.
The future is predetermined.
But he went second. That could be a problem.
Will guide me to victory.
Turning Tide didn't go first, so
The
now
method of your defeat.
he needs to wait until turn 2. So his opponent might be able to interrupt the potential 2-card Exodia combo, aka a Giga Monster plus Ties of the Breathen.
Here comes Destiny hero Drill Dark.
2-card Exodia, the best combo in the game.
I'm setting a card. I'm ending my turn. It's my turn.
Can he do it? Can he pull off the 2-card Exodia combo under 3 back rows? Under his opponent 3 back rows. 5 cards in hand. What's the chance of being opened in the 2-card Exodia? Does he have it? 2-card Exodia? I mean, there isn't really a way for his opponent to disrupt his 2-card Exodia combo, right? Except for Econ Take. But if his opponent used Econ Take, his opponent didn't even use Econ Take. His opponent didn't even use Econ Take, and that is it. Wait. This doesn't work right. This doesn't work right. He's still gonna summon 2 monsters. I believe he's still gonna summon 2 monsters. No. Actually, that stops the Ties of Brethren. I didn't know that. I thought it's gonna resolve anyway. But apparently, as long as the targeted monster is not on your side of the field, Ties of the Brethren will not resolve. So we learned that. So now the 2-card Exodia combo exactly gets countered by the Econ Tech play. The best card in the game, aka Econ. So Steinman successfully disrupted the, I don't know, I need to check out the I need to check out the rulings. Alright, let me check out ruling real soon. I thought it's gonna resolve. I thought that was gonna be a resolve there. I thought it was gonna resolve. We need to check out the ruling here, so let's finish this game first. And I think that's it, right? The back row is probably the Absorbent Life.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell. Come on out. I special summon a monster.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't even find a page.
I attack you directly.
And that's it. Summon will take the series and advance to the grand final.
I didn't make a
He was able to defeat the 2-card Exodia combo, the first time we ever witnessed the 2-card Exodia combo gets destroyed. Alright boys, it's time for the grand finals. I'm still trying to find the Hey Fairy Cherry, what's up boy? How are you doing, man? I'm still trying to find the rule in here because I want to see if the monster gets the Econ Take. Can you still resolve the Ties of the Brethren? I can't find the page. Yeah, I just can't find a page. I need. Do you have the page? Do you have the page like that says it doesn't resolve? It doesn't resolve once the monster is not in your possession. Is there a ruling like that? Like, let me check real soon, okay? I need to go to the site here, and I'm going to search for Tag of the Brethren and see if we have any rule in here. Like, doesn't even have any rule in here. Okay, that's the FAQ. let's see. No, that there isn't even a ruling about this one. It only says that if the monster gets chance to face down, then you cannot special summon monsters. Of course that's how it works. But I want to know if the monster is no longer in your possession. Does the effect still resolve? Yeah, I'm now checking out the page, but I have no idea if they have this one, because okay, let's see. There's more. Oh, there is this one. Yeah, that was a bug. I find this one. All right. If you guys want to see this one, here it is. But again, it's in Japanese, so. So here's the question. It says, if the Tide Resin activation was chained by enemy controller and the target gets taken control to the opponent's side of the field, can you still special summon 2 monsters from your deck? And the answer is yes. You can still special summon. You can still special summon 2 monsters with the same attribute and star and type. And again, you still can't conduct the battle phase. So that was a bug. But anyway, we are in the grand finals now.
Teamwork is second to none.
You better give it your all, because I sure am. That's the only way to duel.
If you desire to pass our chamber, you must agree to face the duel. It's my.
But anyway, we are now in the grand finals. Let me pick
I end my
this one real quick.
My turn. I draw. I set.
So I think Star Moon is on top this time.
I summon a monster in attack position.
And a button is Monsoon again. And Monsoon only needs to win one.
My monster's
What's it
effect
called?
activates.
He only stands one BO3. He only needs to win one best of 3, and Star Moon needs to win 2 in a row.
I end my turn.
Here we go.
And there we go, grand finals.
Draw.
Immediately a silver mirror.
Summon a monster in attack position. Battle. Catch. Attack.
Woo! Let's see what else you got.
My turn.
It's my turn. I draw. I'm setting a monster. I end my turn.
Prepare yourself. It's my turn. I draw.
Yeah, so if you activate Ties of the Brethren and you can still special summon 2 monsters onto your field, and you still cannot conduct battle phase that turn. Econtate doesn't stop the Ties of the Brethren to resolve. It doesn't stop it. Only the Book of Moon, the Canadia, the Paleozoic Canadia, also cards like the OTC that completely remove the monster from the field or put the monster to face down. That would stop the Ties of the Brethren to resolving. But otherwise, if you just take control of that card, it doesn't stop it. The player that activated the Tides of the Present can still special summon 2 monsters. So that was a bug. That was totally a bug. Because this is from the official page. This is from the official page.
I special summon a monster.
Alright, let's focus on the grand final now. Even though it's a silver mirror, but we're still gonna
Work? My monster's effect activates.
cover it anyway. Alright, the commotion resolved.
Surprise! My monster's effect activates. That won't work. My monster's effect activates.
Anyway, what did he just activate? He activated like a bunch of crazy shit. 2 Guardian, 1 Hermitry, and 1 Martial Leaf. That is totally insane. That is totally insane. Alright boys, I believe the next turn is gonna be a big one for
Not bad.
for Monsoon.
A challenge. It's my turn. I draw. Come on out. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster
Okay, he summoned a Martial Leaf and activate another Martial Leaf.
My monster
That's gonna destroy the carrot, and I believe he has a carrot of his own in the graveyard. Or does he? And there's his own carrots, and that's enough to push for the game.
Show 'em what you can do. I special summon a monster. Battle. Strike 'em down.
And here we go. More than enough.
You direct. No time to shut you down.
Monsoon takes game 1 in the first set, in the first game of Grand Final Set 1 in the TCS.
This brings us
Now he's 1 game away from claiming the grand title. Can Starmoon come back from this point? Is he gonna switch deck? What is his secondary deck? His secondary deck is Destiny Calling, Destiny Hero. I'm not sure if that's better. You can switch deck if you lose. You can switch deck if you lose. You can't switch deck after you win. So you have 2 decks, and you always begin the match with your starting deck, and after you lose the game, you can decide if you want to switch to your second deck or not. But if you win a game, then the next game you have to use the same deck, and your opponent can decide if they want to switch deck. So let's see in this case if Starmoon wants to switch to his Destiny Hero deck, because like it's just pretty hard to judge if the Silver Mirror match is better or the Destiny Hero against Silver one. So basically, in this case, Starman did switch deck. So now on the top, he's running Aether Phoenix
Give it your all, because I sure am.
with the Destiny Heroes.
The future is predetermined.
And he went first, so that's good for him, right? That's good for him. Because you don't want the Sylvan player to win first.
Destiny hero Drill Dark. Drill Dark, show him your effect. Check out Destiny hero Celestial. I'm ending my turn. It's my turn.
And there is the Duel Dark as well as the Celestial. 2 monsters on the board in a single turn, but again, these guys are not enough to get over a single commotion. So you need more than this, more than just this.
I end my turn.
Is this a commotion?
It's my I draw. Here comes Destiny hero Drill Dark.
And the second Duel Dark,
I reveal my face.
there is the mask change.
I activate a quick play spell.
He's gonna special summon the Anki.
Here it comes. I special summon a monster.
Hey, thank you for follow, man. Hi, Yechen, thank you for follow. Appreciate that. Anyway, let's do this. I think he's holding a Forbidden Chalice, most likely. He's holding a Forbidden Chalice. That has to be a Forbidden Chalice.
Time to battle.
Okay, battle phase. There we go. Anki attacks into a face down monster, and that has to be a commotion, because if it's not a commotion, this game is probably gonna be over soon.
Crush him. I attack
Crushing, crushing, and there it is a commotion. Do we have a Forbidden Chalice? No, we don't have it. We don't have a Forbidden Chalice, and that's gonna be 5 card activated from top of Monsoon stack, and that is the Martial Leaf.
My monster's effect activates. Surprise! My monster's effect activates.
The problem is that is he gonna take out Anki? If the back row is the ultimate problem, he's probably not gonna take out Anki. Instead, he will take out one of the Drill Darks. If the back row is ultimate problems, he will not take out Anki, but if that is not the case, he's probably gonna try to destroy the Anki. Because if he destroy the Anki here, of course Anki will not be able to search for another mask change, but if his opponent is holding another mask change already, then he's gonna die. So basically, the card in his opponent's hand is not a Forbidden Chalice. We all know that, but it could be a second mask change. So here, but the thing is that even if he destroys the Drill Dark, it's probably still lethal, right? It's still lethal because he can just use his second mask change on the Anki. So is he gonna use the effect? The commotion will get sent to graveyard. Let's see if he used the effect. No, he doesn't use the effect. He's holding the second max change. No, he doesn't have it. Oh my god. He doesn't have a second mask change, so he didn't manage to get the lethal there.
My monster's effect activates. Come on out. I special summon a monster.
And now there's a Gary Orc, and he just manipulated the top 3 cards with the Hermit Tree, so it's very likely there is a Martial Leaf in there. And there's a Marshall leave, so goodbye Anki. Good to see you here. See you next time. Oh my god. Oh my god. He didn't use the Anki effect because he was playing around ultimate problems, so we cannot blame him for that. But either way, this looks like the last turn of the tournament. Is this the last turn of the tournament? He still hasn't normal summon yet, right? He still hasn't normal summon yet. The Scorpion was the special summon with the Lore Rose Lover, so he still has the normal summon.
Come on! I summon a monster.
There's a carrot. There is the carrot. So no, this is not over yet, but this is looking extremely grim. This is looking extremely grim for Starman.
I end my turn.
My fate isn't finished.
I mean, does he have a Celestial? He has a Celestial, right? He has a Celestial. This is not over yet, but his opponent is having the Ultimate Providence. We know that it's the Ultimate Providence. It has to be an Ultimate Providence. So, so that's it, right? That's it. Because if you use the Celestial, your opponent just gonna use the Ultimate Providence to negate it, and that's just it. It's over. Like, this is an Ultimate Providence. The set back row is Ultimate Providence without any doubt. Yeah, but he didn't have Chalice. He didn't have Chalice. That's a problem there. Of course he runs 3 Chalice, but he didn't get a single one, so he had to like get through a commotion without Chalice, and that's just a pain in the ass, and eventually that's just too much for him to handle. Alright, so what you gonna do here? Is he gonna scoop? I mean, at this point I don't see any hope here, because the Ultimate Providence is just the mega checkmate here. The Ultimate Providence is the mega checkmate here. In the end, we are still witnessing the vegetable destroying everyone. Like, I'm not a big fan, but that's a tournament. That's the competitive tournament we're talking about, and he scooped, and that is it. Monsoon, it's your TCS champion.
Oh yeah! That's the power of my crystal beasts!
Oh yeah, that's the power of my crystal beast. How ironic. Anyway, that's it, boys.